I moved here because I wanted it to be the home I'd never had. My dad was a preacher. We moved around every 3 to 5 years, and I was always the new kid. So once I got to Ashe County and found a piece of land, built a house and did all this good stuff, you know, and this was a good place to call home.
The people here are amazing. It doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe, or if your cow gets in the ditch, somebody's going to bring their tractor and help get her out. You know, it's just who we are and how we are, and that doesn't change across party lines. You can't break down on the side of the road in Ashe County without 3 people stopping to make sure that you're okay.
We still help each other here. I gave you the example of the 2 guys moving the log out the road, and one of them being the good Democrat, one of them being the good Republican. They both got their chainsaws out. They both worked on that tree, and they both moved it out the road. That's Ashe County. Keeps me up at night that's going on in this area is the greed factor. It's pervasive. I've got a friend that got evicted because the guy wants to charge more money. Trying to find anywhere in Ashe County for any price is damn near impossible.
Nearly anything for rent that was decent to live in has been taken up for the short-term rentals. Airbnb, Verbo, whatever, vacation rentals are just a huge thing, and people don't have a place to live. It's terrible.
There are places here that should be, in my opinion, condemned. We have trailer parks in flood zones. We have a wonderful affordable housing community here in Boone, but it's where they blast rocks. Every time the blast goes off, it shakes their entire home. And I can't help but think also what that does for drinking water when it's right there next to the New River. We're saying, hey, vulnerable people, here's an affordable place to live, but also the air might be a little dusty and the water might be a little dirty.
It's pretty sad that our compassion and our empathy has just gone away.
One of the biggest things that bothers me is drugs. That's the number one across the board. I think politicians and pharmaceutical companies are absolutely to blame for the drugs. Then after that, you know, it's wages. If we had decent wages, then people wouldn't feel so lost and hopeless. We can't get out if we need to get out, and we can't stay here if we want to stay here. It's just really a quandary.
Another issue is access to health care. Imagine living in a place that you're proud to call home, and you have a health issue that you have to drive an hour, 2 hours, possibly more, to get taken care of.
For the last 15 years, I've had no insurance at all, maybe longer than that. For the years before that, it was a $10,000 deductible. And when my husband died, it only covered part of it. It left $50,000 over to Baptist Hospital.
We've allowed the system to eat itself from the inside out. We have not held our representatives accountable for their actions. I've been an advocate for years to hold their feet to the fire. And you gave us a promise that you were going to do something. What did you do?
This is an absolute failure in government when they fail to provide the basic needs of their constituents.
We've got to come up with a way to look at economic development in this county that will benefit the residents, the old line, old term, old time residents.
When the director of a nursing care facility says straight out that $10 is all some jobs are worth, you can't live on $10, you can't live on $15. $25 an hour is living wage. And then with drugs, if we could decriminalize them and just start to look at the reasons that people become addicts and work on those.
I think the solution ultimately should be people taking back power in the government in a way where it's everyday people stepping up and holding those positions of power.
We can build community, and we can do it on this local level, which hopefully we can get people to understand that we can do it on the state level, which hopefully gets people to understand we can do it on national level. We're all more alike than we are different. And I'm kind of tired of people trying to drive the wedge in between us and keep us divided.